What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As expected, Apple just released iOS 26.6 Beta 5, and this is likely the final beta before the RC or release candidate that should be coming as soon as next week, which means Apple is shifting its focus almost entirely towards stability, performance, battery life, and really just squashing those last-minute bugs before the public release that we know always happen to lag around. So it's time to start off with just a couple of things. This is going to be a quick video. Let's start with the temp check because, again, my hand is actually burning up just holding this. And you can see why. We're already running around 97, 98 degrees near the center of the device. On the corners where I was feeling it was still around the same, possibly around 96. And then, of course, on the camera bump, look how hot that is because of all those internals that are there. So Apple still has a little bit of work to do with heat management on updates. But again, this is not uncommon, not a cause of concern, but just something I wanted to let you guys know. So going into settings, general, and about, this is iOS 26.6 Dev Beta 5, which again now carries a new build number of 23G5065A. That A tells us, again, we are most likely done with 26.6 and should not see any other betas. This mostly should be coming with the RC as soon as next week. So again, as expected, we're seeing another newer build that's getting close to release quality. Apple typically does slow feature development down at this stage, so it's nothing I would be surprised in if we didn't get a new beta with no new features. This is just performance based. As far as what is going to be new here, don't expect a huge list of flashy features simply for that meaning, like I said. Apple hasn't introduced any major user-facing additions in the 26.6 beta cycle, with development, again, instead focused on fixing bugs and improving overall quality. So let's talk about some other little things here, but again, not expecting anything major. Modem firmware here is 2.06.03. iPhone storage in this build, yet again, is going to take up a decent amount of room. As you can see, 12.21 gigs for Apple Intelligence. iOS itself is at 14.24 for a total size of 26.45. And as you might have seen, again, system data here, because we do barely use this as it's not our typical everyday driver, is only at 1.07 gigs. Definitely good to see and happy as well. If you weren't kept up to date with what was new in 26.6, we do have some updated messaging when you reached a blocked contact limit, which is kind of strange that there would be some limit in the first place, but that is one of the changes here. There is also continued work on Apple's anti-theft protections, including features designed to better protect your iPhone if it's suddenly taken out of your hand. So if the phone recognizes that it's been snatched, it will actually lock on its own and require a password. And then additional under the hood preparations for Siri and Spotlight technologies to play a larger role alongside iOS 27. They have actually seemed to flesh out some of the issues with Spotlight. I have noticed in the last couple betas, it's worked a lot better. When searching for something, it is definitely helpful nonetheless. Let's go ahead really quick, jump into Clash, and then jump around to see how performance is. And then we'll talk about battery health. So as we typically do, let's just jump into Clash, kind of mess around a little bit for a second. This isn't as important as jumping into the other apps to see how the RAM management is on Beta 5. Let's jump into an article here, scroll for a minute. Let's get out of stocks, go to the App Store, scroll again, open up the camera app, take a picture. And now let's go ahead and go into news. Take a look at what we got here. Okay, now let's go ahead and go back and see how that RAM management was. And again, it held without any glitch in memory here. So that is yet again good to see. And hopefully they have fixed all those RAM management issues on iOS, because we know how bad RAM management has been here historically. But aside from jumping in and out of apps, animations as well, especially 5 betas in, should be smooth, and that is exactly what we're seeing here. Scrolling down Control Center, everything is moving as you would expect. There was a slight hiccup there, but nothing at all too crazy. Scrolling is definitely more fluid, like I said. Uh, the overall responsiveness, again, also seems to have improved. I did have a little issue in beta 4 where things would just not open up timely. It would almost freeze for a brief second and then glitch. But again, it should still be fine nonetheless. And then jumping into battery, like I said, this is not my daily driver. I don't heavily use it, but I can tell you from actually recording this video and what I have used it with, battery life does seem to be okay. The cycle count on this phone only does have 52 counts, but max capacity has dropped to 99% only. Not ideal. It is a pretty decent drop of 1% over basically what equates to if you charge your phone every night for a month, less than 2 months of charging. Not overall horrible, but again, that is what betas do to your device, which is again why it's recommended you don't do it on your primary device and use a secondary one. Just one of multiple issues you could experience. And then also, since it's always a concern, banking apps have been working perfectly fine on here. I have had no issues at all. Again, your phone is always going to be re-indexing. It really comes to the forefront with iOS 27 now and it giving you that explanation that your phone is indexing. But keep in mind, that is still going on now. The phone is warm from that. It will subside in the next couple of days and we'll have a better gauge on battery life just yet. Because it is re-indexing your files, it's optimizing your photos, rebuilding Spotlight, and processing system data still. So again, this should be nothing new or a surprise for anybody at this point. So if you've already installed Beta 5 on your device, leave a comment down below what device you're using, how your battery life's been, and if you've noticed any bugs or other improvements that we haven't seen yet. And as far as release timing, so we did not get iOS 27 Beta 4 today. That should come now next week on the 20th, where also we should see possibly a re-release and the first public beta. But also now next week, it is looking like we will be getting the RC for iOS 26.6, making it the next stable version to be public. So there's a lot going on next week at Apple on the 20th. I thought it could have been this week, but it definitely seems like next week is more likely. We'll have to wait and see what happens and all of that. So the ultimate question always is, should you update? Should you install this beta? If you're already running iOS 26.6 betas, absolutely do so. This will be the most stable version yet. If you're coming from iOS 26.5.2, or if you're using your primary device and don't absolutely need beta software, I would probably just wait a little longer at this point for the RC or the final public release, because at this point, we're so close, it is not worth risking overwhelming your phone and causing some issue. Apple's clearly focused here on delivering the most stable version possible before everyone gets iOS 26.6. This beta cycle has really shown, and the work on iOS 27 here as well really reaffirms Apple's recommitment to bettering their software. Hopefully it'll remain that way going forward. But like I said again, I'm only one person. Comment down below. Let me know how your experience has been, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.